Hello everyone. So today's daily healthing is again divided in three. The first part will be about movement. The second part will be about a concept, and the third part will be about breathing. So I like to crisscross applesauce in the space I have here on the table. It's very comfortable. So I'm gonna do it like this. We're gonna start with the movement, and I want you first to notice that I'm actually slouching. I'm not holding myself straight, I'm actually slouching. The reason for this is because this position is okay. It's just one of the positions that we can get into simply to allow for some relaxation. So when I'm here, I'm allowing my joint to be in a specific position, I'm allowing my muscle to be working in a specific way, and it's an option. If I stood up straight, if I went to a different position to the side or to the other side, it will be other options. I want you to consider in the movement you're doing during the day, at your desk, when you walk, when you're home, when you try to be active, what are the options? So that's the first option. Slouching here, we're gonna go today into the first movement. And the first movement today is simply about moving the neck. I really want to do one today about the neck because I'm feeling stiff. I noticed that my car headrest actually was stuck in a forward position for a week, so it didn't help at all. What I'm gonna do here is a movement, random movement options around the concept of this space. So I like to gently, when I put my head back, shrug, but rest will be pretty easy to follow. Remember to stay comfortable. If it feels painful, don't try to do it. So I'm gonna do a several type of rolling here. The first rolling is more in the upper neck in this section, as if you were to do an 8 shape with your nose, a flat 8, like an infinity 8. And then I'm gonna simply go and have my nose go in a swing from side to side in a semicircle, in kind of a loop, half loop, semicircle. Then I'm gonna look side to side. So this one is a bit different if you slouch and if you're up. If I go back, it'll be with the shrugging of the shoulder. And now we're gonna do one movement I like to call the crazy monkey drumming. So it's a discombobulated movement of the shoulder and the head, like if you were doing the drum. And it's not very specific here, it's really random. You'll hear some creak and crack in your shoulder, some muscle of the neck attached to the ribs, some muscle of the neck attached to the shoulder. So moving that space, shoulder, rib, neck, really helps the neck overall. You have some neck muscle attached on the spine, and those are helped as well. So that's a little more warm now in my neck. I had some pain and discomfort on that side, and I can still feel it, but I'm not gonna catastrophize about that. So here is the concept of the day. I'm moving from the movement to the concept. We did a concept lately which was magnifying. Magnifying is when you zoom into a part of your body. For me, it was my knee, and I was like, oh my gosh, something is going on. And I was really concerned, and I kind of zoomed in that, magnified that sensation. And as I did this, I could have forgotten my hip, for example, or my spine, which can be part of the sensation. Or I could have forgotten, oh, you know what, I haven't really warmed up before. I was a bit stressed this week, so maybe I felt it here, but it's just a part of a bigger situation, a bigger context. So that was magnifying. Catastrophizing will be a little bit different. It's thinking, you know what, I have that neck pain, maybe it's gonna take me months till it gets better. So you kind of look forward with the negative idea, and it's a very useful thing to do sometimes. Situation like today with a pandemic. So if you're looking at that on March of 2020, there's reason to catastrophize. Like, I don't know where this is going, so I might as well think about the worst case scenario so that I can be stressed and prepare myself. So those situations in the time and the context are appropriate. It's, let's say, 1-2 years from now, if I keep on being catastrophizing about that, if I keep on catastrophizing about that, it will not be as useful. Hopefully by then a lot of things will resolve. So if I go back to my shoulder and neck, well, instead of saying it will take months for it to get better, maybe I can just think, well, let's see how I take it today. How is it? It's feeling a bit better now, so I can maybe take in consideration that it might get better than I thought. So that's the concept of the day. And we'll finish on a breathing. And the breathing meditation for today will be actually based with a type of meditation that is centered toward one concept. I'm gonna choose overcome and ask for help if I need it. That's the one concept I want to include in my thought process when I'm breathing. I want you to consider, what is it that you need right now or want right now? Some will be nurturing, feeling safe, feeling calm, handling stress, or maybe you want to concentrate on thinking about nothing. This is a bit more advanced for meditation, so you can always get there if you feel more comfortable with that type of meditation. But the idea here is to concentrate your attention on one idea and concept, even if it's a non-concept. So for me, it will be overcoming and asking for help if I need to. So during the breathing, I will simply, as I breathe, inhale and exhale, think about that in the back of my head. To give you an example, I will verbalize it outside of my head so you can hear it as we're doing the breathing meditation. Feel free after you've watched that, or during the time you watch that, during the gap moment or the pause moment where I hold the silence, to add your concept. All right, let's get going to that meditation. I'm gonna close the door. There we go. All right, so simply a deep breath. You can breathe from wherever it feels comfortable. We're not gonna pay attention to body part of breathing today. We're gonna pay attention to thought process for today. So for me, I'm just gonna inhale deeply. And again. And as I take my next inhale, I'm gonna think about overcoming. And one more time. On the next deep breath, I want you to fill in that inhale with the word and concept you want to. And again, on the next two, inhale. Good. Notice how your body is heavier. And if it's not, try to make it so. Wiggle a little bit. Feel where you're holding any tension. Reassess your body. readjust it, and take a few more deep breaths. Heavier, with your concept in mind, with your sole idea of the day. That's right. And as we're closing here, I want you to slowly come back here and now, bringing back the sensation of comfort with whichever idea you have here to support you today. And gently, we'll go back to moving our neck, making some yes and no's as you take some deep breath. Wiggling your whole spine and opening your eyes slowly. Bring your legs to your chest, bending to your knee. And slowly roll to the side and come back up to be ready. Waking up, holding with you the concept you wanted to hold with you today. For me, it was overcoming and asking for help if I need to. So along the way, I hope you've strengthened a little bit more resolve around the concept you had. If ever you want to get it back today, just think about that words or those words that you thought about when you were meditating. You can add the one that you thought were useful to my own meditation. And I want you to remember, it's not about being perfect and not making mistakes when you do that. As you notice, my accent, my English is broken, and I still make some videos trying to convey a message that's more important than trying to make it perfect. So do the same thing with yourself. Don't try to hold on to the mistakes you've done during that meditation. Just enjoy the sensation of comfort or of resolve that you've gained with that meditation. So that's it for today. Feel free to share that video with everyone you think could benefit from it, and I'll see you again tomorrow.